And it's game night here in the Inland Northwest. I'm Julian Minenso, and that's Sydney Berger, and this is Friday Night Sports Extra. Now, for those who haven't seen the show before, starting tonight and every Friday through the rest of the high school football season, we're going to give you highlights, final scores, top plays, the whole enchilada. And I love enchiladas just as much as I love high school football.
Almost. I'd say I like high school football a little bit more than enchiladas, but we're depending on the sauce for sure of that. This is the first Friday Night Sports Extra of the season. This is my first Friday Night Sports Extra of the full-time position.
Yeah, how you feel?
It feels great. It feels great, Julian. I'm excited to get started.
Yeah, we didn't have the Spokane schools tonight. They're still getting started. Next week we'll have that, but tonight, Idaho in action.
Right, and we're starting off strong. We're going to go out to Coeur d'Alene tonight. It was Lake City Timberwolves taking on the Lakeland Hawks. And the Timberwolves on a revenge tour. Last year's home opener was also against the Hawks, but this time the Timberwolves wanted the win. Lakeland's Hayden Benson looking for his receiver, instead nearly picked off by Lake City's Braden Meredith. And then it's the Timberwolves' turn on offense. They were coming out hot tonight. Quarterback Avery Cherry gets it to Gabe Wollenweber, who is not able to break not one, not two, but 3 and 4 defenders off of him, stays inbounds and forces his way into the end zone. That's the first touchdown of the season for Lake City. And here the Timberwolves have the ball again, but pushed up against their own goal line on third down. Cherry's sacked by Lakeland's Landon Burmeister and company. That's going to force the punt there. Lake City's Jarek Kershaver says, if they can do it, we can too. He makes a huge stop on third down right there, forcing the Hawks to settle for 3 points instead of a touchdown. But Julian, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, right? The Hawks were able to get it done tonight. The final score, Lakeland 17, Lake City 7. So they fell to Lakeland for the second year in a row.
Well, over to Post Falls now, where the Trojans were getting the season started against the Lewiston Bengals. The cheer team also dusting off the pom-poms. But watching tonight's game, it didn't take long for these teams to get going. First quarter's where we pick it up. Lewiston on the goal line. The snap doesn't go to the quarterback. It goes to Cole Arlen, who rumbles ahead for the score. We're tied at 14. But Post Falls, they were looking to answer in a big way. Devin Burton does his thing. Burton puts Post Falls back in front with the touchdown, and the Trojans kept the foot on the gas in this game. Isaac McYone gets the stop once right here, but he would not be denied. He dives for the end zone and says, I go to Move Fitness way too many times to not show off the muscle right there. Touchdown for McYone. Post Falls, well, they run away with this one by a final of 47-27.
Well, we're looking at Grangeville versus Timberlake tonight. Grangeville's first drive, we're going to see it in a second. It's going to stall a little bit, and now they're punting. So it's a block by Timberlake's Jeremy Holbert, and then he makes the tackle as well. A beautiful play there. Timberlake is on the move again, and you know, it's the first sports extra of Friday. Our poor cameraman, Jerry, he told us he was a little rusty, so he was even faked out. It was a great play call, really, but he recovered for the end for the TD by Jonathan Hanson for the score. We're going to take you to the second quarter. Grangeville looks to Taden Wasmith to dive in for the touchdown there. Just no trouble. Just trying to make it majestic, looking easy over there. Timberlake is going to look to take the lead back, and Jonathan Hanson again runs it in for the TD, putting them up 22-16 just in the second quarter. But Grangeville would make a huge comeback. They take down Timberlake 40-36.
High-scoring affair there, and Coeur d'Alene continues its great start to the season with a 31-7 win over Shadow Ridge High School out of Las Vegas. Now, this game was part of the Rocky Mountain Rumble out there in Pocatello, so Coeur d'Alene starts the season 2-0. Some teams are still working out the kinks. Were you rusty filming the games at all tonight? I know Jerry trying to get back into it.
Well, we call them highlights for a reason. You see the best of it, so you know it's a little rusty sometimes, but.
For every highlight, there's about 30 lowlights from the cameraman and woman here. But we're going to get you back here at Friday Night Sports Extra. Our favorite part of the show is coming up next. We have the top plays of the night, and that's when Friday Night Sports Extra returns. Don't go anywhere.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Heading out for a day at the beach or a weekend in the mountains. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V or turn heads in the sporty Civic. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Outback models with 0% APR during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at AutoNation Subaru.
Overwhelmed with online options? To help you make the upgrade before winter, we're taking 50% off our fall favorites and offering 0% interest, big box prices, and small town service only at your local floor trader.
Welcome back to Friday Night Sports Extra. Julian Minnesota, Cindy Berger here with you. This is our favorite part of the show. Every week we have the highlight portion, but we also are going to count down 3 top plays every single Friday. And this week this year I'm gonna stick to it and keep score back in the sports office of who gets the most top plays.
Do we get to restart, or is it a clean slate?
No, clean slate this year. I know it's going to help you out a little bit.
It is going to help me.
But yeah, we had some plays to choose from, even though the Idaho schools were the only ones in action. We go to play number 3. Comes from the Post Falls Lewiston game. Cole Arlett with a huge hit on Trenton McLean. Had him seeing stars out there. Come on. It's week 1. Chill out, man. Well, Arlett gets the top play. Sydney, how about number 2?
Play number 2. It's going to go with the same game, same guy. It goes to Lewiston's Cole Arlett. He bobbles the ball, but he still hangs on to it. Post Falls did get the last laugh, though. They defeated Lewiston 47-27.
Love the hand-eye coordination. Must be a good game. We're top play of the week. We go out to Timberlake versus Grangeville. First drive for Grangeville stalls, and check out the block by Timberlake's Jeremy Hurlbert. Not only does he block the punt, but he makes the great tackle as well. Congrats, Mr. Hurlbert. You get the top play this week. That's one's going to be a hard one to beat next week as well. But high school football is back, but so is college football.
Right, of course. And we are extremely excited about what we have coming up this weekend. We're breaking down WSU's game against Portland State, what the Cougs need to do to come away with a win. That's next on Friday Night Sports Extra.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for outdoor concert lovers. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Today through this Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs. Plus, delay all payments until November 1st and get top dollar for all trade-ins during the Big Deal event at both Cal locations.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you American alternative rock band Dogstar to Spokane Live, Tuesday, September 10th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet sounding deal on F-150, Bronco Sport, Explorer, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings, because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX for $399 a month, or a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs. and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Well, Washington State football kicks off the season against Portland State tomorrow. And Julian, the season's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, the Cougars are playing against Mountain West teams as part of a scheduling alliance while they figure out that permanent conference situation. So think of every game as an audition to better their chances to get into one of those big conferences. That first chance is tomorrow against Portland State, a game in which the Cougars are heavily favored. But winning isn't enough anymore. Style points matter in college football, especially when you're one of those teams left behind in the Pac-12 like Washington State. So a lot of pressure on the Cougs to succeed this season, but head coach Jake Dickert had one message for his team before they take the field tomorrow.
You have struggles in the first game when people want to come out there and now I got to be Superman. No, you don't. Rely on the other 11 men in that huddle, or the other 10 guys in that huddle, and go out there and do your job to max capacity. And you'll just amazed how great things happen.
Kickoff is at noon tomorrow in Pullman.
Well, Idaho has a tall task taking on number 3 Oregon tomorrow in Eugene. This is the toughest team the Vandals will face under head coach Jason Eck, and arguably the toughest environment in Autzen Stadium. Many national pundits have Oregon making it to the college football playoff and even a national championship. The Vandals will have to play a near-perfect game to even have a chance.
I think when you're playing a team like this, you probably need, them to give you some help too. You need them to be sloppy and things, which you don't see a lot on film. You see a very, well-disciplined team. They only had 2 losses last year, but Washington was a team who played in the national championship game, so they took care of their business when they were better than people last year. So, it's a great challenge. I think we got to focus more than anything just how we play.
Kickoff is at 4:30 tomorrow in Eugene.
And while the Cougs and Vandals are stressing on game day, the Eastern Washington Eagles, they'll be at home chilling. The Eagles opened the season with a 42-27 victory over Monmouth last night. Quarterback Kekoa Viceparis threw a career-high 5 touchdowns. 3 of them were to that guy, Efton Chisholm III. A welcome start to the season for Aaron Best and the crew.
Guys did a good job protecting, mixing up the run, getting first downs, and maintaining possession of the ball. And that was a good football team we faced. It's hard to go across country and win. Hard to go on the road and win, let alone go across country. And so for our first game, I was really excited about that offensive performance.
And the Eagles will be back in action next week when they take on Drake at home. And that'll wrap us up for this edition of Friday Night Sports Extra. We'll be here next Friday, but this weekend, tune into 4 News Now for our college football coverage. See you guys tomorrow.